Hello. We are live here. Looks like we only have one person with us so far though. So we'll be on in just a little bit. Uh-oh, what do we got going on here? Looks like I've got volume on. What do we got going on here? Looks like I've got volume. There we go. That's better. So today we're gonna take this bracelet piece that was in my FOC and a lobster claw. We're going to add, hey Georgina, that to our ends, and then we're going to put some crystals in. Hi Brandy. So got a new thing of E6000 because, hey, I was looking for my other one and can't find it. I think I took it into one of the other rooms and I may have left it there, but we're going to just glue these pretty large Preciosa crystals, flatback crystals into our bracelet here. I don't think it's going to take us our whole hour to get it done, so we'll probably end up, hey Heather, making something else. And hi Brandy. And so, but right now that's what we're going to work on. This is again from my FOC or Found Objects Challenge thing from Thunder Horse Descendant. So if you don't know what that is, it's a set. Well, you don't know what's in it. You buy a bag for $9.30 from Randy Brown at Thunder Horse Descendant. She mails it to you, and then you get whatever's in it, and it could be anything. Yesterday we made this cute little necklace. You can see our little astronaut in the moon there. Isn't he cute? And so that was our yesterday's piece that we made from our Found Objects Challenge. Hi Cynthia. Hi Chris. Hey Tina. Oh Tina, I got the package from you. We should look at that. After we make the bracelet, we'll look at the package from Tina. Tina sent me a package of goodies. And then I also have my latest order from Randy here. So I'm pretty sure we're not going to take very long to make this bracelet. So we definitely will have time to, hi Dawn, definitely have time to look at our little packages here. So we can turn down. And hey Heather, yours went to North Dakota, then went to Missouri, and then back to North Dakota. Yeah. Don't you just love it when they take all those little side trips? So much fun. I've had packages take some weird side trips before too, and it's like, what are you doing? Where are you going? I had stuff from Softlex. I really think, and I hate to say it because Chris now lives there, but the Sacramento post office really, they send things weird, because most of my stuff from Softlex, if it goes over to Sacramento, it makes some weird turns. I've had them go to Nashville. I've had them go to New York City. I've had them go to Los Angeles. Wrong directions, people. I live in Montana. I've had them go to Houston. And I'm like, what the heck are you guys doing? Do you just flip the packages on whatever truck is going wherever? No. So, anyway, so we're going to get out my silicone mat here. We're going to put it down because we're going to be gluing with our E6000 industrial strength clear glue to put our crystals on. And I think we're going to put the hardware on first though. Then we'll glue our pieces on. So let's turn down and we'll get started working on this. Now, as you can see, this bracelet is, well, I'll bring it up to you. It's got like a whole bunch of little cups almost for putting whatever in that you want to put in them. I am going to put these. I would have liked to have found some colored ones, but these are very pretty anyway. This is Crystal AB. And these were on clearance at Hobby Lobby when I grabbed them, and I don't know why they had them on clearance, but I'm not complaining because $1.74 instead of $6.99. Of course, I can't get them at that price anymore because, well, it doesn't have it. Oh, I need to put our hardware on first. So I've got also lobster claw. It works fine. And then we're going to put on our normal hardware on the ends. Hey, Dorothy, did you get your bracelet finished? It was very pretty. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that, Heather, that it's supposed to help, but it didn't this time, huh? Well, because this is going to turn our lobster claw, as you can see, it's going this way, this way. It's going to keep it sideways like this. We don't really want it sideways like that because a lot of times I don't care because, you know, it's just going to turn itself. This is not a swivel lobster claw. I wonder if I have any left. I found one the other day and it just surprised the heck out of me when I opened up the bin that there was a swivel in here because I didn't think I had any more. Oh, there's one right there. So we can do this with just one jump ring. I was thinking we would need two, but since this is a swivel, it'll swivel to wherever. I didn't think I had any more of these left. You know how hard it is to find these swivel jump rings? It's almost impossible anymore. So I'm going to open this baby back up, and we're going to put this jump ring on. Or not the jump ring. Jump ring's already on. The lobster claw. And close it back up. Now, I don't like to open my jump rings too much. It tends to weaken them after a while. So we want to not open them if we can help it any more than we have to. Then this one will go this way, but this will swivel around to meet it. So I think it'll be all right. Just one. Yeah, should be fine. So we'll put this one on the other side like we would any other bracelet. Then I'm going to check to see how long it's going to be. If we need to, we can put some extender chain on it. So turn it and open my lobster. Come on, lobster. Don't fight with me. Well, we're going to be that way this morning, huh? Let's just turn here, there, in the next place. So let's see how long this bracelet actually is. Oh, look at that. It's 7.5 inches without doing anything to it. It's actually a little longer than I would like it to be. But in order to get it any shorter, I would have to take off one of the flowers, I think. So let's see, how are these welded? If I take off one, I'll probably take off the very end one here. Let's see if these are welded together here. I don't know if they are. No, they're not. So I am going to take off this very last flower, but I think I'm going to keep this together So just in case, I'm going to keep it with my both pieces. I'm going to keep with the bracelet so that if I need to add it, actually I should see how long that's going to make it. If it's going to be pretty long still, maybe what I should do is take 2 links of the flowers off and make the links into the flower links into some earrings to match. That might be cute. So let's see how large it is now with the one flower off. Hey Mary, how's it going? So anyway, I think it's probably closer to 7 now though. So actually it's about 6 3/4. So it's a little bit smaller than I would like it. So we're not going to take another link out, which is sort of a pity, but I am going to take and put this, we'll put the crystal in this one, and then we're going to take and put both these pieces in a baggie so that if the person that purchases this ends up having a larger wrist, I can always put the one link back in to give us the larger size. And if they have larger size yet, we can always put extender chain on. So what we're going to do now that we have our bits and pieces on here is we're going to get our cloth out and keep this aside. I want this to be able to be kept along with our flower here. We're just going to put our bracelet down here, get our crystals out, and our glue. And so we'll cut our crystal package open. Now these packages are not always cooperative, and I don't want to be throwing the crystals everywhere, so got to be careful when you open these. Now, there were just enough crystals in this package to fill the little flowers, and consequently, since I decided to make it smaller, my first instinct was to not put a crystal in this one. But if I put it with the bracelet and I end up having to add the come on, fall down. There we go. If I end up having to add the flower back on for somebody, then we're going to want it on there. Hey, Nita. Yeah, I was thinking that if I took out 2 of these, I could make earrings. And, you know, I might do that anyway, and we'll put a little extender chain on. It's not imperative that it be this exact length. So we may just do that and put some extender chain onto the bracelet itself, and then we don't have to worry about saving the links and things. And I think that might be the best thing to do. So we're going to take this baby back off, because it is going to end up being only about 6 inches without the excuse me, without the other flower on here. since it was only between 6.5 and 6 3/4, and we just took off another 1/2 inch here. We are going to want to put some extender chain on here. Unless the person who purchased it has a really tiny wrist, we're going to need the extender. Now, I know I had a little package of extenders in here. I just got to see where I put them. There's the gold ones, but that's not what I want. We want silver extenders. I had a whole package of them here. It had like 4 or 5 that I had gotten from Randy. The question is, are they still right over here? Well, I wanted to put them on prior to putting the jewels on, but it can wait. It can wait. We'll just put the jewels on here first, and then we will worry about, this is going to turn, go in, this is going to go right in the middle and fill the bead cap, the little flower cap up pretty good. So these are going to be real simple. We're just going to put a dab of our E6000 in the middle of each one of these. Come on. Uh-oh. I may have to complain to the company. This is the second time I've got a bunch of the glue that is already half dry. I was hoping I'd just get the top out and it would be good from then on out, but it's looking mighty suspicious here. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to write to the company and tell them about this. This is not good. Hard to use it when it's already half dry. So and like I said, that's the second time that I've had that happen, and I'm not real thrilled with that. Come on back off of here because you're really dry and I don't want to use you. And I should have another tube. I tend to keep a couple of extra tubes around, so let's go see if I can find one quickly. Well, oh, there we go. I knew I had another one. Come here, you. Come out. Have to remember to buy a new tube of glue the next time at town, since this is my spare. And hopefully this one isn't gonna be nasty like the last one. Hey, Leanna. Yeah, they do make white as well as clear, but I always make it a point to make sure I get the clear because we don't want white. See what if hopefully this one isn't going to pull the same stunt. If it does, we definitely are going to be having a little chat with the E6000 folks. Nope. Oh boy, this is coming out good and fast. Come on, a little bit. Oh yeah, you put a ton over there. Now you only want to bring a little bit. Just stuck my thumb in the first one. Got a little more than I wanted in there anyway, so we'll get a little bit out. Now, take my tweezers and pick up the crystal, put it right in the middle, and then push it down. Now this is going to dry a bit. See, I've got runners here too. And once it dries, we can pull some of the extra glue off because there is going to be some here. Some of it is going to go through that hole in the back, and that's why I did it all of them all at once so that it would give it a chance to drip through, because we don't want 10 tons of the glue in here. Come here. Come on, come off of there. It's like this particular crystal wants to go over into that one. It's got a runner on it. Now, pick this up and push them down. The excess glue that's behind them should just drop through the hole that's in the back of these. See how I just, well, and when I pushed, see all that the little bit of glue that came out of the back of each one of these? This one didn't because it still had some of the more dry in it, but that's all right. Okay. Now those have to dry for a little while before we can pull the excess glue out from around the crystals. That's all right. Seated the way I want them. You're a little bit wonky there. Touch the back of this one and it's got a runner. Okay. Now they'll have to sit for a little while for them to dry some, and then we can pull the extra glue out from around them. And I gotta find that extender chain to put on this one. These, because they have a hole in the, let go of my finger. Because they have a hole at top and bottom, I'm probably going to put a little dangle of some kind towards the bottom. Maybe if I find like a teardrop crystal, that would be pretty. And then, of course, we'll have the other side just be the okay. Gotta find those extender chains. But oh, that's fine, Dorothy. Look, reminds you of Bedazzle. Yeah, it's, look at the shimmer. So pretty. So anyway, we're going to set these aside, let them dry for a little while, and we're going to get out our gift from Tina and our order from Randy and take a look at that. So when these are dry, after a while, we'll pull them up and pull the excess glue off. But, come back here, you guys. This is part of my order from Randy. I got a couple of files. I already have one, but I wanted one for my travel bag. Same with the shovel and the tweezers. Now the tweezers, I have a pair here, but I tend to use them for my gluing and stuff. So since Randy's trying to talk me into trying knotting, I decided I better get another pair, a pair of tweezers, not a pair. So I got a couple of rolls of the Ceylon in various colors. But I also macrame with this, and actually I was thinking it would be pretty to take these colors and do macrame, but using 3 strands at once. And I think that would be fun, or I could take it and braid it and then use it for macrame. Or we could take these ones, take the orange out and put blue in. I think I like these 3 colors together though. So I think that would be really pretty to take these and braid them together and then macrame with them once I have them braided together. I think that would be really cool. So that might be what I do for one of my macrame bracelets I make. I think that would be fun. So, and then it would make it a lot thicker too, because then it's 3 instead of just 1 strand going over everything. So those are my 4 Ceylons I got. Let's put those somewhere. Okay. Need to go put this in my excess tool pile. I always keep extra tools if I can, because you never can tell when you're either A, going to lose them or break them. And then you have to wait till something comes if you haven't already taken care of that. So this is my free gift. It's a little pin with a music note. It's actually a, oh, it's a, so then some little gold beads. But then here's my order. Look at this little guy. He was my another free gift. Isn't he cute? A little wizard. He's going to have to go up here with my collection of little guys. So, I don't know if you saw him good. Isn't he cute? So, I think he's cute. You ordered a new shovel too? Because they are so handy, aren't they? He is. He's super cute. He's a little wizard gnome. So anyway, we got the green onyx, which has a tassel at the end, I noticed. Though this tassel has been tied up. But green onyx. Then we got the trifold, is that what these are called? They're really pretty crystals. Look at the sparkle on those. I got a one of the little strands of crystal quartz in the rounds. I love crystal quartz. And then I got some strands of the crystal. 2 of those in the 8mm rondelle. And then under here, we have some gold lever backs, which is good because I was probably getting low on those. Got some bone beads. I got 2 packages of the bone beads. Now, if I were to want these a darker brown, you can put them in either tea or coffee and leave them overnight, and it'll dye them a little bit. I got a strand of the 6mm, I think this is this called teal? This one is called topaz. Oh, this one is called indocalite. So these are the 6mm preciosas. I got this cool bone arrowhead. I'll probably make something for my husband with this. And then I got half a strand of the Campitos turquoise. So put you down the side again. In there. So I thought those are very, very pretty. Let's face it, I really didn't need them, but hey, you know, sometimes you just have to get stuff. So that is my order from Randy. The tools, the Ceylon, and the beads. And then We got a fun package from Tina. I wasn't expecting all of this. She had told me she was going to send me one thing, but she sent me a whole bunch of things. She had told me she's going to send me these. These clips were from the Beetle On kit, and I make skirt hikers for the Renaissance festivals with these, because you can take and hook 2 of them together, which is what I do, and then decorate the tops of these, and then you can take and hook it either to your belt or the top of your skirt, and then take the second one and pull your skirt up and hold it up so that you're not tripping over them. So hey, Kimberly. Quatrefoil. Yes, that's what they're called. Hey, Beth. So anyway, that's what these are for. That's what I use them for anyway. And this was a nice surprise. I love, these are some Insta pendants, 2 different kinds. These are the same. Where was the other one? There it is. A square bottom and a round bottom, but they both have loops on them, so you can hang a dangle from them too. So you can put your beads on the regular Insta pendant, and then put it on, and then put a dangle on the bottom. So these are really cool. I love these. Thanks a lot for these, Tina. I really appreciate it. Yes, I did need those. And yeah, I really did need these as well. So thank you. My skirt hikers last year, I sold all but one set. So there's those 2 items. Then she sent me some more pins that I use for like the kilt pins, but instead of just 3 loops, these ones have 5. So I can make a good sized one with these. These are really neat. So that's cool. I like that. Then I have a little packet of charms, pendants, whatever you want to call them. Let's get a dish out here so we can dump them. But there's some hearts. These are amazingly lightweight. Some hollow hearts. 3, it looks like 3 of each of those. Then let's put those back in the bag so we don't lose them. These look like little hedgehogs. There's 2 of those. They're cute. And then 3 of these, which could be a maple leaf or a pot leaf, whichever way you want to look at it. But there's 3 of those. So some really fun, cool charms here. And then we have some cord. And it looks like there's some, oh boy, that was klutzy. I have to get some of these off the floor. These are clips for the cord. I think I dropped one on the floor at least, if not 2. So Now, I think this is actually parachute cord as opposed to rat tail, but you could macrame with this. That'd be cool. So there you go. And then lastly, oh, nope, I said lastly, but I did notice something else here when I was just moving these around to find my bits and pieces I dropped. There are some, down in there, pin backs. Now this is for a regular pin. You just glue whatever you want onto here to make a pin. And these are the safety style that roll. So you can put it on and then roll it closed. So if you, for making regular pins, there's quite a few of those. And then this is special. This is really special. I was like, what did she put in here? She did mention in her note that she had put a focal in here. And I'm like, okay, what have we got here? Look at what we've got. Isn't this beautiful? Opalite with a dragon pendant. Or it could be a horse, but I'm going to go with dragon. I like dragon. I'm off camera. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to be. So, isn't it gorgeous? So he's definitely going to get used. He's a point, an opalite point, which of course, if you know opalite, it's a man-made stone, but it's still really cool. So I think he's gorgeous. Actually, I think his eye might be about the same color as the 6mm Preciosa I got. Phoenix. Oh, you think it's a phoenix? So this one will come off, of course, because it's one of those little pinches I don't like, but dang, he's pretty. I'm going to have to really give him something fun. I do have other opalite. Like I said, this looks like an indocalite here, so I will probably put some teal or something with him. I think he's going to make a gorgeous necklace. We may have to make him for the Renaissance Fair, because, hey, well, maybe I'll have to make him for my own. That's from GC Treasures, Dorothy says. I assume she must have one. So. So there's that. So we have some Insta pendants. We have some pieces that I make the skirt hikers from. We have pins. We have stuff we can make some kilt pins with. And we have some parachute cord. So lots and lots of goodies in here. I was pretty shocked. I wasn't expecting all this. Tina had told me she had some of the skirt hiker things, and I think it was Tina told me she had those, and so I was thinking, okay, I would, and wanted to know if I wanted them, and I was like, yeah, of course, I'd love to have them, and so that will be cool. So let's get our bracelet back down here and see if we're dry enough to pull the extra glue off. Should be, because we've been at that for about 10 or 15 minutes. And as you can see, it's not up here at the top as much now. It has sunk down some. So I'm going to hold this jewel in place while I check to see if the glue is dry enough to take off. And unfortunately, not yet. It's globbing. Rather than just pulling loose, it's just globbing up. So it is not ready to pull off yet, unfortunately. So we'll put it to the side again and wait for a while again. Mary said she wanted to see what a finished skirt hiker looked like. I have one that I kept for myself, and I think it's hooked to my skirt still. Just a second, I'll be right back with it if it's where I think it's at. If not, it might not be. Hey, Beanie. Okay. Okay. I take 2 of these pieces and I hook them together by putting a bead between the 2 and just wire wrapping them together. Then I put a decorative piece on either side. This side, on mine, I hook up to my belt. And then this side, I pull up part of my skirt with. So I'm not getting it too close to the ground and tripping over it. Being short, I do sometimes do that. Oh, thank you, ladies. So anyway, that is how I make a skirt hiker. They just hook together like so. And we put a pretty on either side. As you can see, I've put this base piece opposite direction, so that works like that. So I still need to find where I stuffed the sad part is I just had them the other day. Did you guys do that too? I had those. I know they're right here. Where did I put them at? I don't know. Right there somewhere. The question is where. So I need to find I really want to find those and the thing that irritates me is 3/4 of the time I put them somewhere and I said, okay, this is where I'll put them because I know I'll find them right here. This is where I keep this, and this. And so I shouldn't have any problem finding them right here. And of course, I'm not finding them. So I have obviously put them somewhere other than rings. Why are you guys down back there? You should have been on the ring stuff. Put those over there so I'll remember to price them. Remember I was saying I was looking for these little green crystals the other day? There they are. finding the gold ones, but not the silver ones. Well. While we're waiting for the glue to dry some, let's get out one of those pretty gold Insta-pendant pieces. Just reach in and grab one. We'll see if we get the round. We get the round one rather than the barrel one. Now, I really think this wire is too big for a normal normal bead to go on. I think it has to have large holes. But I just got all those large hole ones from undo this. It's actually, oh, here. Come here, you. I think these are regular size holes, so I don't think they're big enough for Insta-pendant, but we will see if any of them will work. Like maybe this guy. Come here. Are you too small or will you work? Oh, you will work. Excellent. But we need another, and there's only one of those. Afraid of that. Those are too small. As are those. Oh, it's a coin. I thought it was a... And it'll go on, but not all the way up. So what we'll do... Yeah, exactly. Oh, thank you. The filigree and paint, yeah. Do I have a general price for those? I think I do, but I'm not sure. Um, I'm not sure what it is, to be truthful with you, because I think I'm pretty sure I just had a sign up by them. Got extra space. Those are so pretty. Oh, you're going to Boston tomorrow to help your daughter with her wedding stuff? Cool. That's not what I want. Get back here. Oop. This would probably be easier to wrap if I took the little ball piece off, but that's all right. There we go, one little pendant. I usually just leave it, but you can definitely put a little glue on it so it doesn't just come undone, because sometimes they do. But I don't generally. I just generally just tighten it really tight. So now we can either put it on a little bit of leather and maybe even add a few more beads if we find some we want to add. Or we can put it on some chain. So, ta-da. We'll put that up there. These should be dry enough now, I would think. Come here, you. Are you going to blob or are you going to come off? Looks like it might be going to come off this time around. Yep. Keep your finger on your piece that you want to stay in place, because sometimes this will pull off the glue underneath it if you're not careful. This wants to blob a little bit right here. Come here. And do pull the glue after you get it off your tweezers, because it will finish drying on your tweezers otherwise. There we go. Boy, these like to twist up a little bit here, but that's all right. Come on, give me that last little bit. There we go. This one looks a little grungy still. Okay. Sparkle, sparkle. Hey, Sid. Okie dokie. Now I need to find the extender chain and we can finish up our bracelet, and then we'll have to decide what we want to use to do the earrings. This jump ring got some glue on it. There, I loosened it up. I think I have some crystal teardrops that would be gorgeous hanging down from those. Just got to see if I can find them really quick. Still haven't found that blasted extender chain though. And the thing is, it was a little baggie of about 5 or 10 of them in there. So very distressing that I can't find it because there's a whole bunch of them. And I certainly don't want to have lost them. There's too many of them to do that. They were ones I'm pretty sure I bought from Randy. And they had little bells or something on the end. They were really cute. One of my little hooks that I keep all my excess chain on gave up the ghost, and so I've got a pile of odds and end chain over here, which is not making me real happy, but it is what it is, right? You can't really do anything about it. Well, I can get some more gluey, sticky stuff and put them back up, but in the meantime, they're down on the ground here, or on my desk, making it more difficult to find what I'm looking for. I think we may just have to use a regular piece of chain as opposed to one that's already done up, and then that's fine. And that might be the easiest thing to do at this point. So, there's that clip that I knew fell. What kind of chain do we want to use? This is actually some chain I got to make extender chain for, because I'm fairly positive it's big enough for the lobster to go through. It is. So, oops. Come on, don't get hooked up there. We'll find the end and just cut an inch or two off. So since we have this open here, we'll put this on this end, put the chain here, the end one, not the next one up. Got a little blue here too. I'm gonna want to get that off there. That's better. There we go. Sparkle. And because I like something pretty at the end of my chain instead of just hanging there, I have these really pretty closed rings. Or we could make a little pretty out of, no, we don't want to do that. I was thinking I had some other pretty pieces. I have a thing for pretties, but this would be really, I'm just going to bring it right to the base of this with a tinky tot, I think. Now we'll use a regular 6. Yeah, exactly, Gina. I had a whole little baggie full of them. And I'm like, where the heck did I do with those extender chains? I know I just had them not that long ago. And they had like little bells at the very tip of them for their little decoration. That I like a decoration. Stop being difficult. Get over there. So there's our bracelet. And we have quite a bit of extender, so we can make this into, from the, what was it, a 6.5? Oh, this probably goes up to about an 8 now. So plenty of room in our bracelet. And actually this can come off this silicone now because they're dry enough it won't stick to my mat. So this could go on just like so. Come on, turn. There we go. And then you have the extender to make it quite a bit longer if you need it longer. Let's see how long it would end up being. With no extent, without using the extender, we're at about 6 inches. But then if we go and we put it on the extender, we can go all the way up to the one end if we need to. Come on, go on. And then it becomes, then it has a twist in it. There we go. Way, way, way down. So now it's about 8 inches way down here. Maybe even 8 1/4. I think it's 8 1/4. So see, it can go from tiny to quite a good size. think for the average 7, it would probably be about right here. So it's very pretty and sparkly. I would have liked a colored crystal in there other than just the sparkle, the clear AB, but I couldn't find any in my crystal drawer of any large size with the so we made do. Now I've got crystals. Let's see if we can find some crystal teardrops. You got to go to Heather's for Heather's video. What time is it? Around, it's about 40 minutes before Heather should be on. There's that clip. You have something you have to do first. Okay. Anyway, we're going to go in here in my crystal box, and I've got some pretty little crystal teardrops. We're going to get some pins. This one is a little bit mangled. Let's see if we can find something else. So we're just gonna put these guys on here. And I'm gonna hardwire these on. So we're gonna leave a little gap here so that we can slide our crystal onto here. Wrap it up. That's all right, Mary. You can, it's going to be there once you come back if you want to watch the replay. I understand having to take the critters to the vet. Oh, there we go. We got to put some ear wires on here. Unless we decide we want to add a little bit more to the top, but like another crystal or something, which we could do. But our bracelet. Probably want to take this jump ring off here. This one isn't really... It's too big for what we're doing with this, so... I'm going to throw it away. I've had it open 2 or 3 times. So there's our bracelet and the start of our earrings. I'm not sure. I'm thinking I probably will want to put like maybe another little crystal up above, though it really doesn't need it. It would be fine with just an ear wire on. So if I go straight to ear wires, which we could do, I'll want to use 2 Tinky Tots because these are facing opposite directions. So we just put the first one right like we normally would, right at the where the little flowers got the hole at it here. Close it up. Take a second one. Go through the first one. There we go. And then put our ear wire on. Close it up. And we have earring number 1 all finished. And we'll do the same with this one. And then we'll have finished bracelet, earrings, and a pendant using the Insta pendant that we haven't decided what it's going to go on. I could just stick it on a hunk of leather and call it good. If I do that, I usually would rather have some beads on the leather. We could stick it on a piece of chain and again call it good. But There we go. There is our bracelet, earrings, and Insta pendant. Yeah, probably will. So sparklies and our Insta pendant. Okie dokie. Oops, I should have lowered that just a teeny touch more. There we go. And so, excuse me, here's our Insta pendant. Now, you know, they call these Insta pendants, but guess what? You could use it as an earring. You just have to put an earring piece on it if you wanted to. Of course, I don't have any more of these pretty blue beads, which is a pity because they're really pretty. Then, of course, we had our earrings, our little flower earrings here, and then the bracelet. Pretty, very shiny. So those are from the Insta pendants from Tina, of course, and the beads are from our FOC still. So we still have some other things from our FOC left. The thistle pendants, a couple of the petals, and some of our little beads, as well as our teeny little bottle here. So we'll see what we can do with those maybe later. But in the meantime, I think it's time to go. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.